Hello, and welcome to another episode of Rediscovering My Why. You guys will be so proud of me because today I come to you with new reflections. I come to you with new reflections, a little bit more clarity on the work that I do, who I serve, why is this important to me, why does it matter to me, and why should it matter to you? You know, if you're new around here, Rediscovering My Why, which literally this is the second installment of it, but I made a video a couple weeks ago called Rediscovering My Why. My artist statement might be the problem or something like that, but just talking about how I feel like my artist statement is lacking me. I'm not in it. It's practical. It gets me money when I needed to fund projects for like the art facilitator side of my brain. But in terms of really giving people a clear understanding of who I am and what I do, it feels lacking in some ways, you know? I have this running joke that I feel like my artist statement was written by the business side of my brain, the marketing Lynn, and I want to figure out how to bring me back into it, my soul, my personhood, my heart, my mind, my vision, back into it. And so this is what Rediscovering My Why is. It's like, why are you doing this work again? Not just like, well, we would like to do and blah 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 blah, and we would need this to execute it. We need this budget, we need these resources. But it's like, okay, girl, hush. Why? Why is this important? Why is this relevant? Why should I care? Why should I pay attention? Why should someone stop in their tracks and be like, oh shoot, what's going on here? You know? And so this exercise is really helping me a lot with stepping away from what is practical and logical and getting into the the unseen, the deeper stuff, you know. But I was inspired to do all of this reflection by Vanessa Aldrich, who is an opera singer, performer, artist. I literally randomly discovered her on YouTube, and her content has completely changed my brain chemistry. You can find her on YouTube at Vanessa Life is Art, and go to the artist statement video. I haven't even sat through all of it. Every time I literally watch it, I get through the first 5 minutes and I stop. I just stop. Like, there's just so much to unpack. But, you know, this is my first time returning back to this since the last video. So I want to make a point of, like, every time I do a little bit more of the exercise to come to y'all or just, like, literally document this for me. Like, these are the reflections that I'm having, so that soon, when you see my updated artist statement on a wall somewhere on a gallery's Instagram page, you're gonna be like, I was there when Lynn was writing it. I was there. I saw it. But in her artist statement video, she asked a few questions to kind of get you thinking about who you are, what is your work, and all of the things, just to kind of like, again, rediscovering the why behind your work. And so I wanted to kind of like share some of my responses to those questions, okay? I'm just gonna say the things that I wrote down, okay? So we good? All right. So for who am I put, I'm a human. I'm a wounded child. I'm a girl. I'm a storyteller, and I'm a photographer. What are your supernatural elements, like the supernatural elements that make you you? And I put that I'm very empathetic, that I see others deeply, that I am a great listener, that I make others feel seen, that I'm a very kind person. I am. I'm a ball of joy. I'm drawn to the underdogs and the wallflowers, like the people who are often the secluded ones. Like those are the folks that I'm often drawn to, that I find myself leaning in on, you know. I capture people's essence through my photography. I empower them. I make people feel seen. I make people feel like they belong. And I make art that captures moments in time, like moments frozen in time. So that's what I do. Those are the supernatural elements of my work or my gifts or whatever. Okay, and then how do they serve my audience? I create space for others. I create space for artists, for communities, for creative individuals. I create opportunities through collective art making and storytelling. That is who I am and what I do, child, in a gist. And so the next question is, what have you learned, Dorothy? If you get the reference. But what have you learned, Lynn? And she had this diagram up. Well, not this diagram. This is a scary diagram because I just scribbled. I just scribbled all over it when I just recorded that last video. But I hope I give it as much grace as the last one. But I took the diagram of the hero's journey that she had up on her presentations, and I tried to recount my story. And hopefully this gives you a glimpse of where I'm coming from, and hopefully you can be able to recognize some themes of like literally what was coming up for me when I was doing this exercise. Like, oh shoot, like, wait a minute, there's something here. So my journey starts, let's say my journey starts, this is me. You see the little stick figure? That's me. Oh, I don't have hips. We should give him the stick figure some hips. All right, focus. So this is me. I give the stick figure some hips. So let's say this is me in 2016, graduated high school in 2016. And it felt like I was at a crossroads like this. Do what's practical and makes sense to everybody else, or do what I know what I'm supposed to do. And I went back and forth a lot. I'm looking at this way. I'm looking at that way. Again, I don't know what's ahead of me, but I'm just like, I'm conflicted. And so I did what was, and then also with the crossroads. One was to do the practical thing, which is to go to business school and get the business degree. And the other one is to go to art school and try to explain to my Haitian immigrant mother that I'm going to pursue art and hopefully one day I make money from it. It didn't make sense, And also it's the unknown. Oh, you can't see it, but there's a line right here that divides the known and the unknown. You know this much. My goodness. And this is where life is going to take you. And you think you know. Could I have known at the age of 18 that life was going to take... My goodness. It's impossible. You will never know. To be or not to be. That is truly the question. Are you down? Are you down to figure out what's going to happen here? Are you open to exploring what happens when you reach the unknown, girl? When you get out of your comfort zone, are you ready for what's gonna happen? It might go your way, it might not go your way, but are you down for the count? 2016, business school, art school, business school, art school, business school, art school. I went to business school. I chose business school. I'm in business, so that's commercial. While I'm in business school, of all the places that I could do an internship, guess where I did an internship? An art gallery. And I said, damn, I made the wrong choice. I made the wrong choice. I did. But I found myself in the art world. And I felt alive. And I was like, I love it here. I did an internship for an art gallery, and I helped them with their socials. I helped them with graphic design, managing their website, exhibition install, and breakdowns. And I was like, this work invigorates me. This work brings me to life. I didn't put that here, but I need to redo this, because I realized it started much earlier than I thought it did. So then after I have this exciting, enlightening moment at the art gallery, I go back to business school and just do things as usual, like nothing ever happened. This is where I start right here. I'm looking for jobs. This is 2019. This is college. I'm about to graduate. I'm looking for jobs, and mentors are saying, do the practical thing. I don't want to be here. I want to go see if I can find something in the art world. But mentors are saying, you're going to find a good marketing job after school, work in Boston, work corporate. You good, you're set. Go over here. And I'm like, And I go here. I apply for all the jobs. I have interviews lined up. Oh, I'm about to be good. 2020. lockdown. And during lockdown, I chose art. I create a crazy body of work that I'm literally now getting to show. 5-6 years later? I'm in lockdown. I'm not getting any jobs. I just make work. I was taking pictures every single day, shooting. Right? Post lockdown, 2021, I get a job working in commercial photography. If you haven't noticed a pattern just yet, I chose the commercial route. While I'm on the commercial route, I have a stint in the art world. The commercial world pulls me back in. Didn't get that dream commercial job. Lockdown, pulled back into the art world. Post-lockdown, pulled back into the commercial world. Do you see a pattern? And then this is the abyss. This is the transformative, life-defining thing that happens to you and you realize, indeed, this is what my life is supposed to mean. This is the moment, again, the second time that life gives me the opportunity to choose. That gives me the opportunity to choose, hey, what type of time you on? Right here, I lose my commercial photography job. I got laid off. I'm unemployed. And what do? I return to art making. I build the Artist Incubator, and I hosted a series of 5 workshops where we gathered, we made art. People came and brought their stories, and it was just beautiful. I created a space. And by the way, Artist Incubator is not dead. We just on hiatus, okay, until we get into somebody else's pockets. But Artist Incubator, long live Artist Incubator. I did something beautiful. And it was in that moment that I was like, I want more of this. So what if I stop fighting it? And what if I lean into it? Again, commercial art. And I said, I want to choose the art path. And what happened when I chose the art path? I end up in a museum. I work in a museum with doing audience engagement work. I spend my days attending exhibitions. I spend my days supporting artists. I spend my days talking to curators. I spend my days talking to arts facilitators. That's what was in this path for me all along. This is the unknown. I didn't know this was gonna happen. I'm just journeying. And God is trying to take me this way, but I'm like, but that way is more practical. And He had this for me all along. Why? I wish I knew. I wish I knew. We could have cut this in half, because it took me 10 years to get from this all the way to this. Because I kept fighting back. This is more practical. This makes more sense. This makes more money. This makes more. And it took me and it's so funny because I've been trying to say it. I'm like, every time I tell people, like, I was always destined to be an art world. I was always destined to be an art world. I didn't know how to describe it, but now I have a diagram. This is what I knew at the age of 18. I want to be here. But self-doubt. My life falls apart. And I'm like, what if I give this thing a try? Boom. Museum. Boom. Grant. Boom. Exhibition. Boom. Curators have friends. Boom. Things are falling into place. Things are starting to make sense. And now I'm here. And so I've gone on this journey, on this 10-year hero's journey. This is a bit of a rough recap of my hero's journey, and I'm gonna clean it up, and it's gonna make more sense in a different video. But you went through all of this. What did you learn, Dorothy? What did you learn, Lynn? What did I learn? Where is it? The art world needs me. It took me 10 years. 10 years. You know, this is where is it? I have a line here as well. This is before I started the exercise. I'm just like writing down random things. But after I did the exercise, I was like, oh, here it is. Before I did the exercise, I was like, yeah, I think I'm on something. I can't put myself in the box. I have to trust my gut and my interest and my instincts. I was onto something this whole time. That's what I said before I did the exercise. I think I was onto something this whole time. I think, just stay true to your path and you stay true. And I'm just like, After I did the exercise, the art world is my home. This is where I belong. The art world needs me. Before, I don't think I want to live in a box. I think I might be onto something. I trust your gut, Lynn. You might be onto something. After I reviewed the last 10 years of my life, in which the path started where I had to choose between what's practical and what I know I'm supposed to do, I chose what's practical. I enter a period where I was forced to make art. And I realized too, the only times that I truly made art is when I was forced in that season of the wilderness where I had nothing else to do but make art. Like, God had to get the distraction out of the way for me to do what I need to get done. When I tell you I was holding on to this job for dear life, God had to get me out of there. For me to be like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if I... And then boom, I got a grant for it. It was fully funded and I didn't have to pay anything out of pocket. He had to get me out of my own way for me to give birth to the Artist Incubator. Big mama, one kid. Now multiple kids. I can't focus for the life of me. And so before I'm like, oh, I think I might be able to, I think I might. Afterwards, the art world needs me. This is where I belong. The art world is my home. I went to business school. While I'm in business school, I encountered an art gallery. They needed my help with running their socials, with managing their websites, with managing the little things. Like, they needed my help. They needed me. They needed my skills, my expertise. I work in commercial photography. Even with what they were meant, they needed me. They needed my skills, my expertise. I got a grant to do programming in my city. Other people are doing really, really cool stuff, but they needed me. The space that I was creating for artists, the things that I was doing, they needed me. I'm working in a museum doing community engagement stuff. They need me. My expertise on audience building. They're like, wait, you've built audiences? You did a workshop series, you've done this, you've done that, you've been doing this. Girl, bring that over here. We need that. We might put that to use. They need me. An institution needs me. A gallery needs me. An art non-profit is looking for people to give money to make art. They brought me in to help them review applications. They needed me, my expertise, for some reason, child. I can't tell you that this makes sense. I'm just trying to tell you what has happened. I'm just trying to tell you all the craziness that has happened in the unknown. It's starting to look like a beard because I keep drawing on it. This is what happened in the unknown. An art gallery. Years of amazing work. What would you need Lynn to come in and talk about audience development for? I'm at the point where I'm consulting behind the scenes with galleries. I'm consulting behind the scenes with the museum. Why me? What do you mean? This doesn't make sense. The art world needs me. It do. That's what I'm figuring out. That's what I'm discovering. And you know what the beauty of it is too? Is that even if it took me 10 years to get here, everything that I picked up along the way is what's helping me post life-shattering moment and into So yeah, the marketing degree, the business degree, my background in audience engagement, building the artist incubator, building community, copywriting, social media marketing, brand strategy, which is why now that I'm here, I can consult with them. They can reach out to me and connect with me about reaching out to the people, social media engagement, audience development. How do you get people to care? How do you get Gen Z in the door? How do you get Black people to care about the work that we do? How do we connect with minority communities? We need you, Lynn. As an art gallery, I need you, Lynn. As a museum, I need you, Lynn. As an arts nonprofit, I need you, Lynn. So I don't want to dismiss all of this because all of this led me to this, but I had to get to the point here where I'm like, let me lean into this and see what happens. Let me choose the scary thing and see what happens. And ho and behold and lo. Wait, what is it? Lo and behold and lo. Come to find out, my skill sets are needed here. My presence is needed here. My voice is needed here. My work is needed here. My expertise is seen and valued and needed here. Do I wish I knew that at the age of 18. But also I'm so grateful to the decision that I made at the age of 18 because it's what carried me through all the way here. I don't know what this is supposed to be. It doesn't have to make sense to you right now. It doesn't. Make the work. Put it away. Do the thing. Post it. If you're not gonna post it, put it away. It's okay. It's okay. It doesn't have to make sense right now. Just like my friend Bree says. She's like, yeah, so the picture that you just sent me, can you put a song behind that and post it on TikTok and go lay down? Thank you. Good night. Can you take that thing? I need you to. Oh, y'all think that these are my ideas? I have a boss. I'm just a puppet. She's my puppeteer. She's like, yeah. Can you please do a photo dump where you do of the color red? Thank you very much. It's on my Instagram. Go look for it. And then my next color is the color blue, and I am actually putting together a post called Winter Blues because my handler told me to make a post with blue. It doesn't have to make sense as you're making it. But I hope that eventually your life starts to make sense. Why am I drawn to this? The thing that keeps you up at night. Why? Why when I stop obsessing over it? There's a reason. You don't have to know right now. Just follow that inkling. Just follow that inkling. Child. That's all I got for you today. Do with this information what you will. And I'll see you in the next installment of Try My Best to Rediscover My Why.